What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Progressive Action TV show. This is going to be a quick hit on Mabstoa Vice President Donald Yates. Let me make sure everything is what it is. Yeah, all right. This is going to be a quick hit on Donald Yates. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to whatever channel platform that you're watching on. He's putting us in a very bad space as union members and as a union in general right now. I believe that he's the op. He's working with management. Something is not right with him. He puts out the wrong information purposely every chance that he gets. He's not educating the members because he's not educated himself. And I'm going to point to a post that he posted today, and I just could not let it slide because the information is wrong. He's deceiving members, like I said earlier. And I'm going to put out a conversation that I had with someone behind the scenes showing how much of an idiot, and I hate to call somebody an idiot, but Donald Yates is a real idiot. Like, it's not even a game and it's not even close, and I'm not even trying to be funny. So I want to just touch on a post that he spoke about today that he put up, and I want to read it to you guys. Good morning, brothers and sisters of the Mabstoa group. Please be careful and don't attempt to share content such as shared videos that can compromise our members. Management is usually on pages that have large amounts of members. Once management is able to see content that's being shared, they can take action with the content as their evidence. More often than not, management will go on after folks for conduct unbecoming. The public authorities law allows them to also come after employees if media content comes across to embarrass the authority. Before you share content, know that you can be contributing to an employee's demise. Now, what made me do this video today was the fact that he said that the public authorities law, it's against the public authorities law. Let me go back and look at it again. Hold on one second. I want to be exact. The public authorities law allows them to also come after employees if media content comes across to embarrass the authority. That is a 1 trillion% lie. There is absolutely, positively no discipline or policy for workers regarding that in public authorities law. In fact, I challenge Donald Yates that if he produces that document or whatever that law suggests, that employees cannot do that, I will never talk about Donald Yates again. What the public authority law is, it's a branch of administrative law that governs public authorities. This is a fact, right? It governs the creation, powers, and operations of public authorities or agencies at the state, local, and municipal level. It has nothing to do with policy. That is 100% lie. It's 100% a lie. And Donald Yates plays this game with members because he knows the average member do not know what the public authority law suggests. He knows that. He knows that. Hold on, let me. My dog barking. But he knows that, right? He knows that he could fool the average member because the average member is not going to do the research. He knows that they don't know what the public authority law is. And he knows that he's going to deceive you while doing that. Now, also in that post, he said, once management can see content that's being shared, they could take action with content as their evidence, right? So Yates, once again, you want to talk about content that's being shared. What about this content that you shared?
Fill our work because everything else has a domino effect. We don't come to work. We go out on comp. Some for good reasons. Some we know we just don't want to be out here, so we find another way.
You went out there and told management that your members go out on workers' comp, some for good reason, some because they simply they just don't want to be out there. You don't think that your video negatively affected members, and now we want to know why our cases are being controverted at the level that they are being controverted on? When you have, at the time, he was the division chair of Mabstoa. You have a division chair, which is a high-level position in the union, going on a worldwide net and saying that, yes, some of my members go out on comp for good reasons, and some go out because they just do not want to be here. You do not think that that negatively impacted members? Now, and the lie of saying that the public authorities law allows them to also come after employees, media content comes across to embarrass the authority. Donald Yates, produce that law, produce that whatever you're talking about, produce it from the public authorities law. You are lying. You are lying. That's why when you talk all your stuff, you never post receipts. Why? Because you want the members to believe you at your word. We caught you lying during the last contract, talking about that the contract starts being negotiated 150 days out or something like that. You was wrong about that. That language is quite clear in the bylaws. You're lying about the public authorities law. In the past, you have been caught lying and forging signatures for elections. You are not to be trusted. Donald Yates is not to be trusted because it's one of two things. He's just an idiot and don't know what he's talking about, or he's purposely deceiving the members. Ask Donald Yates for receipts for what he's talking about. Ask him for the receipts of what he's talking about. And I don't know. Maybe Donald Yates is having one too many drinks. Maybe he's writing this while he's had enough Guinnesses or whatever alcohol that he be drinking, and he thinks of these weird things and be conjuring these weird narratives that makes absolutely no sense. I don't know. But if you go through his Facebook, he has plenty of pictures of him having drinks, and I don't know. I can't fathom as to why he would say these lies when they are easy to research. They're easy to research. No, not one member ever has been brought up on public authorities law violation by the MTA. Not one member ever. The public authorities law is to govern the MTA. Once again, it governs the creation, powers, and operation of public authorities, not only the MTA, but other public authorities. Not only the MTA, but other public authorities. I don't believe my dog is barking right now. Hold on one second. It's insane. It's insane. This guy is blatantly lying. Blatantly lying. And I want to show you guys how much of an idiot Donald Yates really is. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. So I was speaking with Ray Rios' wife. She had hit me recently, as y'all could see on May 8th. to talk about Donald Yates. And this is what it says. Ray Rios is my daughter's father. I was an union official in Hudson Pier and Tuskegee Airmen Depot. When I retired was when I realized how close Donald and Rios were. Rios was complaining to Donald that he didn't want to pay child support because I was an operator. Also, I should take care of her on my own. When it was time to go to court, he brought Donald to court with him. They waited until the bailiff called our names and Donald tried to walk into the court behind Ray. When the bailiff stopped him to ask who he was, he told him, "I am here as Mr. Rios' lawyer." He tried to plead that he was his support and the bailiff told him to beat it. Donald had went on my Facebook page to copy pics to give to Ray to use in court. He wrote a narrative for him that I was a compulsive gambler and didn't need child support for him because I was gambling the money he was giving me away. That's the lie they cooked up together. That is how much an idiot Donald Yates is. He goes to a child support court and act like he is Ray Rios' lawyer. And then tried to cook up some narrative, as she said, as if she's a compulsive gambler. Now, I'm not here to debate the merits of what was going on with that child support case. But just to show you guys how much of an idiot Donald Yates is. He goes to court to act like he is this man's lawyer. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys really follow behind someone who does not know what they're talking about? I mean, somebody got to take Donald Yates' phone. Somebody got to tell him to stay off the internet. I'm telling you, if Yates is the motivation behind most of my videos because he says so much idiotic stuff trying to keep up with me. Yates, your time passed. It's over. It's a new era, new generation of workers and leaders coming in. You never was a leader. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm quite sure it's a good time to go have a drink with you and shoot the talk. I'm quite sure it is, Yates. But you do not know what you're talking about. You are an idiot on a whole other level. You do not know what you're talking about. You have spreaded falsehoods and lies, ratted, snitched on people time after time after time again. You do not know what you're talking about. You are, and like I said, I hate to call people idiots, but Yates is an idiot. If you follow behind him, I'm not even going to mince my words. If you follow behind him, it speaks to your intelligence level because Yates don't know what he's talking about. But you want to know what? I get it. When you think about these union reps, when you think about them as being leaders and them talking with their chest out, you think that they know what they're talking about, but they don't. I implore everyone to do their own research when you're dealing with these reps, specifically Donald Yates. He does not know what he's talking about. He does not know what he's talking about. Now, when he try to use, hey, public authorities law, the media, this and that, and you could get in trouble, it's all in an attempt to deter you guys from sharing progressive action content. He does the same thing management does. He try to scare you into compliance. That is a management tactic. That's a management tactic. Guess what? When Tremel Thompson or Progressive Action share videos, the videos is very viral already. Whatever happened to the member, they are out of service or whatever the case is, that's it. And guess what? I always take the member's side. You never hear me go on the internet and say, well, some workers go out for comp for good reasons, some because they just don't want to be here. Let me play that again just in case y'all missed it.
Fill our work because everything else has a domino effect. We don't come to work. We go out on comp. Some for good reason. Some we know we just don't want to be out here, so we find another way.
You would never hear me say that about a member. Never. You would never, especially what they don't understand as an elected rep, you can't move like how Tremel Thompson moved. You can't do that. Because when I become an elected rep, yes, there's things that I'm gonna be able to say, and there's things that I'm gonna have to be reserved on. I know that. But you guys want to walk into my shoes so bad. You guys want to be Tremel Thompson, progressive action so bad that you don't know how to maneuver in these waters. So yes, Donald Yates is using a management tactic to try to scare you guys into compliance. Try to deter you guys from sharing these videos that's destroying and exposing them for who they really are. They are management puppets. They don't have a brain of their own. And when they think on their own, you get results like Donald Yates, who's lying to you guys. Tell Yates to produce the public authorities law that pertains to media. And if you share it, you're going to get in trouble. Please tell Donald Yates to produce that content. Please tell him to produce that policy, that paperwork. It's a shame that I have to take time out of my day to go talk about idiot union reps. And look, trust me, and I mean this with all sincerity. I wish I did not have to combat with my union reps, my union administration. But when they are purposely working against us, when they are purposely working against our best interests, somebody has to say something. These are the type of guys that would tell you to jump off a building and they pack your parachute and to trust them that the parachute is going to come out at a certain time. And guess what? You hit the ground and die. That's who they are. That's who this union administration is. That's who Donald Yates is. That's who Richard Davis is. That's who Tony Utano is. That's who John Samuelson is. That's who Stand United, AKA members, AKA management first is. That's who they are. And it's sickening that members sit there and believe them. We have to do our due diligence. Don't believe anything that they say. Even if you do, you go behind them and you check. I post receipts for damn near everything that I talk about. Why? Because you cannot dispute facts. You cannot dispute facts. And these guys are frauds. They are frauds. And we're not going to allow them to say what they want, especially if it's going to deceive or hurt the members. And I'm going to leave you guys with a quote from the Bible because it's very important. And I'm going to go with Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. Take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll catch you guys later.